So an impeachment inquiry is raging in Washington, D.C. The U.S. has suddenly pulled all troops from Syria. The U.S. president has framed that decision as a victory for civilization. At least a dozen Democratic politicians are jostling for space on the presidential debate stage. And everyday abuses have become the vocabulary, really, of political campaign rallies. We're talking about branding in the time of impeachment-era politics with Professor Stephen Hersh, who joins us from Evanston, Illinois. So Professor Hersh teaches consumer insight at Northwestern, has taught at Kellogg, was Senior VP of Strategy at Leo Burnett, and his areas of expertise broadly include brand strategy, brand image, and Freudian psychology. Professor, thank you for your time.
Glad to be here talking with you.
Professor, we're about 12 months away from the U.S. elections. Give us a sense of what makes for memorable messaging in political campaigns. Who's making the cut so far? Who isn't?
So one thing we can do is think in terms of the processes of memory. When people hear something, how do they remember it, and what effect does it have on their views? When people remember, what is it that they're remembering? Cognitive psychologists will talk about the idea that memories are more than what we tend to think about in everyday life. In everyday life, we think about remembering things, ideas. But importantly, we also remember feelings. We remember emotions. We remember situations. We remember episodes. So all of these things are sort of together in our minds when we remember something. So when we think about a brand, and that would include a person, and that might include a candidate, we have this collection of all these memories that we have. And when new memories come in, when new things happen, and we remember something new, then it changes the balance of how we feel about that brand or that person or that thing.